Hello everyone. In this video I'm going to show pupils, parents and teachers what the pupils see on Google Classroom when they're using it in the Classroom app on their Chromebooks or on another device. If you're using it in a browser, it will look slightly different, and I'll add a little bit onto the end of this video about what that looks like. But when you log into Google Classroom on your app, this is what you'll see. Every day, first place you should go to is the Year 6 home page. And what you see there every day in the stream is a summary of your online lessons for the day, as well as the links or instructions where to find the links and the timetable for the day. Make sure you study the timetable every day so that you understand which lessons are online. If it's online, you'll have a Zoom link and you'll connect to your teacher. And which lessons are offline. Offline lessons, you won't connect to your teacher for those lessons, but there will be materials in Google Classroom that your teachers will expect you to do. Now, the first two lessons are our welcome lessons. First at 8:30, where we all gather together with Miss Zara, and then following that, our morning registration with your class teacher. And then it's down to work. So let's go to the maths classroom for our first lesson of the day, which is going to be maths in Year 6. And I've created a lesson especially for this video, which shows all the different kinds of work that you might see. So let's go to the classwork section, which is at the bottom of the page. The first lesson that you see, lesson 6, this will disappear after this video. It's only here so I can show you what's what. So let's open up. Now, what can we see here? Under the description, you'll see some attachments. We have the PowerPoint, we have a Google Gem, and we have a YouTube link. These attachments are visible to all pupils, and all pupils will be able to open them, and in some cases, all pupils will be able to edit them. However, in some cases, in most cases in fact, there will be work that's assigned only to you and will have your name on it, such as a worksheet, for example. I upload the worksheet and then I ask Google Classroom to create one copy for every pupil, and those ones you see in the bottom section here. It's called Your Work. Now you can either drag it up and see it all, or you can simply click the attachment. In this case, we've got 3 pieces of work, A, B and C. The name Test Pupil, that's my name for this account. You'll know that it's your work because it will always have your name on it. In this case, one piece of work, A, is easier, and B is not so easy, C is quite difficult. And what your teacher will tell you to do is choose which one to do. They might tell you which one you have to do, they might invite you to choose one, but you should listen carefully to what your teacher says there. I'm going to have a go at A, because I don't want a particularly hard challenge this late in the evening. So here we are. I can see my worksheet when I open it up, and let's say that I want to edit it. You notice there's a pencil icon at the top right. I'm going to click that, and it opens it up in a window where I can annotate the document directly. So, zooming right in, I want to make this extra neat. What fraction decimal percentage of each grid is shaded? So, this one's going to be nice and easy. I'll zoom right in so I can be extra neat. This one is 1/100th. This one is 0.01. And this one's 1%. Nice and easy. And similarly, oh no, I didn't mean to do that. 2 fingers to scroll. Oh, I like doing these ones. 15 out of 100 is 0.15, which is 15%. 1/20th is 0.05, which is 50%. Now, if I do that wrong, I, as the teacher, can annotate that with a comment, and then you can go back in and change it a little bit later. In any case, I know that's wrong, so I can match it up with the right one. And I'm a bit creative here, and there's only one left. And let's go all the way around. Why not? And there we are. You'll see there are also blue boxes for answering. Those are there if you're working on a browser and you don't have this tool for annotating the worksheet directly in the sheet with your pen, which I'll show you in the video that follows this one. If I click Save, it will create that document as a PDF. Takes a bit of time, but once it's ready, If you notice at the bottom there is a hand in button, and once you've pressed that it will be submitted. I'll press it now. Okay, hand in. And then I, teacher, will be able to see that, mark it, and I'll be able to return it to you, and you can see my feedback, and you might be able to submit some improvements as well. So that's where to find your work on Google Classroom and how to complete that work using the tools built into the app. Following this video, I'll show what it looks like in a browser. Thank you. Here is how Google Classroom looks if you're joining through a browser. What you see here is a Windows machine with no touch screen. So it does look a little bit different. The home screen is pretty much the same, except it's in grid layout, and you can see my beautiful face on every classroom. So going to the home classroom, you can see that the posts in the stream are still the same, and it will still bring up the same links in the same way. If we go to the maths classroom, let's look at the lesson that we just showed you on the app version. This time, instead of clicking classwork at the bottom of the screen, it's up here just below the title of the classroom. So click on classwork, and when you open it up, you can click on an assignment and it will expand it and show you a preview of what's in that assignment. In this case, I'll go for lesson 6, term 3, week 1, which is the one we're working on. And I can get all the work right here in the preview. These are the attachments that are visible to everybody, and this is the work that's assigned to me. My name, of course, being test pupil. If you notice, any work that's your own will always be prefaced with your name. So what you can also do is open the instructions here to see a much more detailed view. And opening the instructions allows you to also hand in the assignment. So let's choose, I'll do the middle ability one. Now in this case, because I'm working on a device that doesn't have a touch screen, it opens it up in Google Docs, so I can type the answers in. In this case, these are pictures, so I can't type straight into them, which is what the answer box is here for at the bottom. So in this case, 21 out of 100 equals 0.21 equals 21% for the first row, and I'd keep going down typing them in. So interacting with it is a little bit different on a desktop computer with a browser, but the assignments are the same. Once it's done, you notice we've got the confirmation that the document is saved to Drive. It means I can just close it, and I know that that document, being my own, has been saved, and I can click the hand in button when it's done. When I do click the hand in button, it asks me to just double check what I've got there, hand it in, and that's the same result as the app version. And like before, once it's handed in, your teacher will see it, comments can be put on it, and it can be returned to you, and you'll get an email notification when it's been returned. Okay, thank you.